In January 2010, Mahmoud al-Mabhouh arrived in Dubai. He was a senior Hamas commander, deeply involved in weapons procurement and the founding of Hamas's military wing. For years, he had been a wanted man, accused by Israel of masterminding the abduction and killing of 2 Israeli soldiers in 1989. When al-Mabhouh checked into the Al Bustan Rotana Hotel on January 19th, he had no idea he was being followed. From the moment he landed in Dubai, a team of highly trained operatives was tracking his every move. They had already arrived ahead of him, using forged or fraudulently obtained passports from countries like the United Kingdom, Ireland, France, Germany, and Australia. The operation was meticulous. The agents never stayed in one hotel for long. They communicated using secure, untraceable methods and avoided detection by switching clothing, appearances, and identities frequently. Surveillance cameras, later released by Dubai authorities, showed the assassins moving calmly through hotel lobbies, elevators, and corridors. Always coordinated, always composed. Shortly after al-Mabhouh checked in, 2 of the operatives, dressed as tennis players, casually followed him to learn his room number. Once they confirmed he was staying in room 230, they booked the room directly across the hall. From there, they could watch his comings and goings and prepare the final phase of the mission. While al-Mabhouh was away from the hotel, the agents moved quickly. Using a sophisticated electronic device, they reprogrammed the lock on his hotel room, gaining silent access. No signs of forced entry were left behind. When al-Mabhouh returned to his room, he walked into a trap. The details of the assassination are chilling. Forensic investigators concluded that al-Mabhouh was injected with a muscle relaxant, likely succinylcholine, that paralyzed him but left him conscious. He was then electrocuted and suffocated, resulting in his death within minutes. There were no immediate signs of foul play, and it was only later, under forensic examination, that the true cause was uncovered. The assassins left the room as quietly as they had entered. Within hours, most of the team had already boarded flights out of Dubai. They vanished across multiple continents, leaving behind a trail of fake identities and diplomatic controversy. The aftermath was explosive. Dubai's police chief, Lieutenant General Dahi Khalfan Tamim, openly accused Mossad, Israel's national intelligence agency, of orchestrating the hit. International outrage followed, especially from countries whose passports had been forged. Diplomatic tensions flared, Israeli ambassadors were expelled, embassies were pressured, and Interpol issued red notices for over 24 suspects. Despite the global backlash, no arrests were made. Most of the suspects had disappeared without a trace. The operation, later dubbed Operation Red Page, was viewed by many intelligence experts as one of the most precisely executed political assassinations of the 21st century. For Israel, al-Mabhouh represented an ongoing and dangerous threat. Eliminating him was not just about vengeance, it was about disrupting Hamas's ability to arm itself. For Hamas, it was a devastating blow and a public reminder of how vulnerable even their top operatives could be. The assassination of Mahmoud al-Mabhouh was a turning point, not because of the act itself, but because of the visibility. Surveillance footage from dozens of cameras, compiled and released by Dubai police, gave the world an unprecedented look into a modern spy mission. The precision, the planning, the confidence. It reminded the world that espionage had not died with the Cold War. It had simply become quieter, sharper, and far more public when it needed to be. And though the agents behind Operation Red Page may never be publicly named or prosecuted, their mission serves as a chilling case study of what modern intelligence services are capable of when they move in the shadows.